Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 11th EUROKD International Hybrid Conference on Education, Psychology, and Behavioral Science. My name is Rizgar Mahmood. I'm a PhD student at the University of Wollongong, Australia. My topic for today's presentation is exploring educational technology in language education, empirical evidence from teachers' perspective. Before I start, I would like to thank the organizers of this conference. Thank you so much for inviting me to present my study here. Let's get started. This is a short biography of myself. My research focuses on the role of technology in L2 acquisition, pronunciation, instruction, corrective feedback, and teacher development in language education. First of all, let's start with a short introduction of today's presentation, which deals with three aspects of technology. First one, technology in education, language acquisition, and technology in teacher development. It's obvious that the rapid changes of the events in the world affected educational system worldwide. And you can see there's a rapid development of using educational technology, which significantly impacted language learning. Doing so, it provides and it gives opportunities and tools that help teachers and also learners to enhance teaching and learning experience. On the other hand, it also has affected language acquisition. For example, technology provides interactive and dynamic ways to engage learners, improve skills, and definitely promote self-directed learning. Another point which has been affected by technology is teacher development. For example, EdTech offers professional development opportunities which enable teachers to integrate innovative tools into their teaching strategies and enhance instructional effectiveness. And as I said, this increase has been noticed in a bigger way, especially after events like the COVID-19, which reshaped language teaching wide world and making it more accessible, flexible, and interactive. Here's some literature about the topic, which I have divided it into some subsections. For example, how technology impact language learning and what are some challenges and what kind of theoretical framework was used to look into this topic or this phenomenon in our field. And finally, we have the research gap. For example, Clark and Meyer 2016 stated that EdTech promotes classroom interaction and engagement, which is very promising in L2 teaching classrooms. Furthermore, it enhances listening, speaking, and writing skills. However, there are some challenges and maybe more if this topic going to be more explored and investigated. For example, lack of teacher training and also insufficient professional development for effective technology use. So for that reason, there is a huge gap, especially in the EFL context. For example, limited research on the teachers' perspectives in developing countries or developing regions like Iraqi Kurdistan, especially on the AI tools and the integration of ChatGPTs into L2 classes. So the theoretical framework for my study is technological pedagogical content, content knowledge, TPACK. Sometimes I just call it TPAC. However, there's an extra CK. The aim of this study is to investigate Kurdish EFL university teachers' perspectives on the use of educational technology in language instruction. For that reason, 50 university teachers were recruited to be participants of this study. These are some of the key focus areas of the presentation and the study. For example, first one, teachers' perceptions of EdTech integration in language teaching. Secondly, I'm exploring the benefits and the challenges of using EdTech in EFL context. And finally, another key point is exploring how EdTech impacts L2 teaching, particularly through tools like AI and online platforms. The research questions. First research question is, what are the EFL teachers' perspectives on the implementation of EdTech in their classrooms? The second research question is, what are the perceived benefits and challenges of EdTech from teachers' perspective? And finally, I am asking, how do EFL teachers perceive the impact of educational technology on second language teaching and learning? The methodology of the study, as you can see on the screen, 50 participants, and the data were collected through online surveys and through semi-structured interviews. So basically, the data were analyzed quantitatively and also thematically from the interviews. Let's look at the results. The results are divided into some subsections and constructs. For example, the first one is teacher perspectives on EdTech implementation, which is the response for the first research question. Interestingly and happily overall, there is a positive view towards EdTech integration in L2 classrooms in EFL context. From the survey, we found that there's a strong agreement among the participants that EdTech improves teaching effectiveness and learner outcomes. On the other hand, also, we found that teachers recognize the potential of EdTech, but they stressed the need for adequate training and institutional support. Furthermore, we looked into the benefits of EdTech in language education for research question 2. Three parts are presented here: engagement, personalization, and collaboration. So we found that teachers reported EdTech increased students' engagement in language activities, and also EdTech enables more tailored language instruction, which is a very valid and important point, especially in EFL context, where you have lots of students in one class and with different proficiency levels and also different individual differences in the classroom. So that's why EdTech can help teachers and enables teachers to create or to make the lesson more personalized according to the students' needs. And finally, integration of technology in L2 classes provides opportunities for more collaborative learning opportunities, for example, especially when students working on group projects or presentations. Another aspect of the result is the challenges of EdTech in language education. So it was found that there's a lack of professional development among the EFL teachers. So that's why they emphasized more professional development in order to be able to use EdTech in their classrooms more effectively. There's also a technological issue, for example, maybe glitches and other problems related to technology, which hinders seamless integration of technology in L2 classes. And finally, one of the important points that we have to emphasize is resistance to change. Some teachers and learners are resistant to adapting new technologies, which negatively affects the whole class and also maybe other students and teachers at the same time. Professional development and EdTech integration. It's been found that ongoing professional development is essential to improve confidence in using EdTech tools. Also, they stated that using technology and integration of technology makes teachers feel more confident especially after training sessions and workshops. Finally, they emphasize continuous learning, which is one of the key points to professional development. For example, they stated that there's the need for continuous and updates on emerging technologies and pedagogical strategies. Um, Another finding was that they continuously reported more support and resources for edtech use and edtech technology in their classroom, especially um, from their institution and also from the government to support them. So that's why they highlighted a need for greater governmental and institutional investment in edtech infrastructure. Regarding the impact of EdTech on L2 teaching and learning, it was found that technology effectively affects motivation and engagement, which increase learners' motivation and active participation during the learning process. And also, it improves learning outcomes. So the teachers observed that EdTech integration in their classrooms can lead to improvement in listening, speaking, and pronunciation. Another key point was technology can help teacher-student interaction, especially for real-time feedback and interactive lessons, which basically create a more dynamic learning environment. Some of the key points in the discussion and also the key takeaways overall, EdTech has been well received and positively received, which is promising. And they have looking into the aspects of technology and they accept technology as a valuable tool in enhancing teaching and learning outcomes. Of course, there are challenges need to be addressed and solved when technology is integrated, and future research can focus on exploring the use of AI tools in language instruction, especially in developing countries like Iraqi Kurdistan. Looking into the theoretical framework, according to this framework, there should be a balanced integration of technology and pedagogy. Secondly, training programs should enhance teachers' ability to integrate technological tools effectively. And also, it's important to adapt the use of EdTech contextually. You have to, as teachers, we have to customize EdTech to fit specific classroom needs or specific student needs and cultural context to ensure more relevant and effective teaching use. And finally, teachers should be given opportunities to experiment with new technologies in the real-world classroom settings to build confidence and experience. There are some implications of this study. For example, for teacher practices or for teaching practices, better to say, it helps teachers to tailor instruction and allowing them to adapt content to individual learner needs and improve engagement. Also, it's one of the effective, can be used as one of the effective resources for teacher development by providing ongoing support and ongoing training and resources to ensure teachers remain updated on new technologies. Definitely, this can be solved or can be supported by the policymakers, by the institution, or by the government. In the conclusion and suggestions for future research, despite all of the challenges, teachers believed in the potential of EdTech to improve language learning. They also emphasized the need for support. And finally, future research can focus on exploring AI tools and learner perspective in EdTech integration. These are some selected references from the study. So that's the end of the presentation. Thank you very much again for watching. Thank you very much for participating in this prestigious conference. And again, thank you for the organizers as well. Thank you.